Technology has helped to create more motivation within science and language arts. The students are more intrinsically motivated and have gained a better understanding of what it means to challenge themselves and understand the true objective at hand. Science has become a favorite subject that beforehand went unnoticed and unrequested, but now students can be found playing scientists during recess and free choice, and the kids are really enjoying learning new topics about science and have succeeded at better understanding the objectives and the standards. Students have become more interested in reading. They were originally motivated by the number of points they earned through the app, but now I've really seen that their motivation comes based on their success of reading. Technology continues to be, the number one requested reward within the classroom, but I think seeing these improvements within their intrinsic motivation is really rewarding. At the beginning of each lesson, we discuss the objective, why the lesson will help us achieve the objective, and how this objective will help us in the future. So, for instance, this activity will help us practice addition, which will help me count my toys. Helping the students to better understand the objective, I think, really has helped them with growth mindset and intrinsic motivation. Students are now more interested in succeeding and growing their knowledge when they understand the activity will actually help them in the future. So the students grew in their ability to ask for assistance, support, and help others when they notice they are struggling as well. So my top overall findings. Number one, I really have found that growth mindset within the classroom has decreased the number of complaints about assignments, work. It's lowered student frustration and how hard they are on themselves, while promoting at the same time this wonderful classroom environment and peer relationships that I have found is now motivating the students to help each other. They are now the teachers, so they're having better understanding of assisting their friends and then understanding the topic at hand. And then in addition to that, students were first extrinsically motivated by technology and rewards, but once they realized that actually succeeding and understanding the lessons are really making them so proud of themselves, they want to prosper, they want to grow, and they want to make just a great student overall. I really have found that having a classroom environment where students are intrinsically motivated has really helped all of us learn along the way. It's created a classroom environment where we have really deep conversations. We're able to think about things on a higher order level. We have more collaboration, and the students are really supporting each other as more of a family. I also like how the students are open to feedback, not just from me, but from their peers. They go to them and they listen and then they make the change. And, technology is the future of the world. It's been really nice to see the students learn how to use technology efficiently rather than just as a toy. The limitations. I would say the top three, number one, the age group. So because my students are only 4 and 5 years old, it's really hard to have, a large vocabulary and express their emotions and their thoughts and their opinions. But overall, I think they've done a great job with that. And then number two, incorporating new methodology. So specifically growth mindset. It's difficult. I really need to make sure that my students are able to comprehend these idealistic concepts. I need to give explicit examples. We need to be acting out scenarios. That's why I created the chants and the songs to help us understand, and then making sure that in the moment when I hear something is not a growth mindset statement, making sure to take that time, pause, change it so they see those real life examples in the moment. And then number three, the data collection and sample size. So it's hard when I only have 15 students and a limited amount of time, but overall, I think it's been really nice to see the data and the results. And then finally, number four, parent involvement. So there's two things that I felt were a little bit difficult with the parent involvement. So number one, the parents were notified that the students were participating in this growth mindset and that they should, work on it at home and practice this vocabulary and how to think about things. And I asked them to support at home to make sure that they adapted quicker within the classroom. But I could tell that it was not being practiced at home, which was difficult. And then finally, I think that the parents need to practice a little bit more at home as actual parents, understanding that the kids need time to practice, and it's okay if they're not the best, and it's okay that they try things that they're not perfect at yet because they need to keep growing. The power of yet in life and in growth mindset is a really powerful tool that I think every teacher should implement within the classroom. I think every boss should implement it within the workplace, and I think every parent should implement it within a home, because it really does alter your mind to think more positively. And I think that was my biggest takeaway throughout this entire action research, is having that positive mindset really helps you create this inclusive environment where all the students want to collaborate and discuss and communicate, and they respect each other. And it does increase the students' intrinsic motivation. And although students will always be extrinsically motivated and they will always love technology, I think it's nice to see technology is important from a teacher's perspective because it is the future, but just making sure that we're doing it in a healthy and positive way. Here are my references. They were great articles. I would highly suggest reading them. And that's it. Thank you so much for your time and attention.